Happy Wednesday. Hope your week has been going well, and I hope the Lord has been blessing you with his presence and in other ways as well. I wanted to not recap this week because I didn't preach this past Sunday, but talk a little bit about the church in the park that we were able to be a part of on Sunday. And I saw many of you out there. It was a great time to be outside, and man, before the sun came out, it was beautiful and the weather was great. A little humid, but it was great to be outside. As you know, many of you know, I love to be outdoors. Anytime I'm outdoors, I feel I'm connecting with the Lord in a better way than being inside. And so that was a unique and neat experience. And um, yeah, it was good. I know our kids enjoyed the kids' time. I got a funny video of Killian working with the illusionist there and doing his thing, and Killian was cracking up. So that was fun to see. But yeah, so I know, like I said, many of you joined us, and it was a good time of fellowship together with other churches. A handful of those other churches getting to chat with some of the pastors and people from there. Many of you know a lot of people from other churches, not a huge town. So I think it was good to be able to worship with people that we know that don't necessarily worship with us in our family on a Sunday morning, but to just see us gathered for the kingdom and the kingdom purposes, I think was an enjoyable time for me. And yeah, that was great seeing our people out with their Du Bois Lions shirts on, and especially those ladies over with the children's ministry. Was great to see them loving on our kids, and just all the work they do was fantastic. And I think that's all. Yeah. So to let you know, next year, my hope is that we're going to be a part of Church in the Park next year, but it's going to look different. The churches in the area have decided they want to oversee it ourselves, and so much of what happens next year will not be outsourced, but will be a collection of the local churches ministering together to our community. So going to be a big change for next year. I think a change in the right direction, a very positive change. And so I am looking forward to that personally. But yeah, so I don't have a lot to recap from Sunday, but I did want to check in, see how everyone was doing. Hope you all are doing well this week. And I hope as you are closing out August, that August has been a good month for you, and that God has blessed you, as we talked about in our last sermon on a Sunday morning. I hope you are rejoicing frequently, that you look back at your month of August and there are things to rejoice about, and not just to mentally acknowledge things that are worthy of rejoicing, but to actually rejoice in those things, to celebrate what God has done in the month of August. I mean, we're quickly coming into the fourth quarter of this year, and that happens fast. Once we get out of September, we are into the last quarter of the year already. We're already entering September is the last month of the third quarter, and that just blows my mind to know that 2023 has gone by so fast. We've added a member to our family. Killian has joined or started kindergarten, and Kiara has started pre-K. I mean, this has been a huge month for us. We got to get away to Knoebels, which is my favorite park in the entire world. And it has been a great month, and much to praise God for, much to celebrate and rejoice over. Even as my dad heart's a little bit sad, watching Kiara go to pre-K and seeing Killian in kindergarten and realizing, man, my kids are growing up, and we have Twyla now at home, and it's been a big month, and my heart is full. I am rejoicing greatly over what God has done, and I hope you're doing the same in your lives. And so that's my encouragement for you for this video, is to really rejoice as we close out a month and we enter another month. Let's rejoice. Now, a couple housekeeping items. Housekeeping, I don't even know if you really call it that, but a couple things to note. This coming Sunday, we are going to do a time of, man, I lost the word. Testimonials, manifest moments. That's what I'm looking for. We are going to do our manifest moments this coming Sunday. Since we missed out, we usually do it the last Sunday of the month. And so we're going to do that this Sunday as well as communion. So it's going to be a packed Sunday, but I don't I'd never want to miss our manifest moment time where I get to hear what God is doing in your lives and we get to rejoice together. Just because we missed that Sunday worshiping in our church home, I don't want to miss hearing what God has done, because I know God is moving in our lives. And some of you were probably looking forward to it, not realizing that we wouldn't actually gather for the last Sunday of the month. And so we are definitely doing that this Sunday. And I look forward to hearing what God has for you in that. Um, Man, I know there was something else I wanted to say, and I should have written it down because now I can't remember what it was. But um, yeah, so looking forward to that this Sunday. We are going to be continuing in our coming soon series as we enter Second Thessalonians. There's only 3 chapters in Second Thessalonians, so we don't have long left in this series, but I am looking forward to finishing this out. And we'll be tackling the opening of Second Thessalonians because it's very similar, a lot of similarities, a lot of the same information from First Thessalonians, just a few different facts about Second Thessalonians. But we're going to cover that and jump and power right through chapter 1 as we dive into this coming Sunday. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to engaging again into this series. Paul covers some pretty interesting things in Second Thessalonians as he's seeking to right some misconceptions that exist, and that gives us the opportunity to solidify what we believe about the second coming of Christ, about Christ's return and the day of the Lord, as we talked about from First Thessalonians. If you are newer to our fellowship, newer to our family, or you're newer to just whether you're watching our sermons from home or wherever you are, I highly recommend go back and watch the First Thessalonians series, because we're going to be using information we talked about from First Thessalonians instead of rehashing all of the facts. You're going to want to catch the messages from First Thessalonians, because we're just going to continue on where we've been. And so I hope you're looking forward to Sunday. I know I am. And I pray that God continues to bless you in whatever He has you in right now in your life, in your family, and in your circumstance. I pray He would show up and show off in the places where you are. I look forward to us gathering again. Always, if you can make it in person, it's certainly, I think, the best to gather together as God's family. But if you absolutely can't make it, you can always catch us here online. 10:30 a.m. Usually the live stream starts around 11 because we started with the sermon now. So be looking for that if you can't make it. And for the rest of you, look forward to rejoicing with you on Sunday to what God is doing in your lives. God bless you all. As far as calendar items are concerned, we do have men's breakfast this coming Saturday on the 2nd, 8 a.m. I am not 100% sure on the location of that, so I did forget to check on the location for that before I started my video. It was on my to-do list to do, and I did not do it. But I'm going to guess Dutch Pantry for you guys who want to join us, and I will correct that via a message through the app if I got it wrong. But I think it's Dutch Pantry. So join us if you can as we gather for breakfast, guys. Guys of all ages. I might bring Killian this Sunday or this Saturday. So if you can, guys, join us. Bring your sons, and we'll gather and have a great time of fellowship together. Don't forget Monday's Labor Day. Hope you have some good plans. I know I'm going to be grilling up some meat with my brother, and our families are going to gather on Labor Day for that. And I always look forward to that myself, just time with my brother and his family. But I think that's all of the immediate things we have for right now. Yeah, that's the calendar items I see. Oh, no. That's what I was going to remind you about, and I almost forgot about it, is the closed closet switchover. It's not on the calendar, so it's why I almost overlooked it. But don't forget, this Friday and Saturday, this Friday evening and Saturday morning, we're going to be switching over the closed closet items from summer to winter and fall stuff. So if you can help out, even for a half hour or just an hour, please show up on either Friday evening or Saturday morning and help us do that because, the Closed Closet team, they're a fantastic group of people who bless our community by providing clothes and a few other items as well, but mainly clothes up there for many people in our community. And so I hope that you will join us for that as we seek to bless them by helping them out as much as we possibly can. It can be a lot of work, but switching all the things over. But if we get a lot of people up there and we're able to get a lot of hands on it, then that will help to bless that team so that they're not stuck doing it all themselves. So time frames are 6 to 8 p.m. this Friday, and then Saturday morning, 9 a.m. to noon. Head on over there, give them a hand for as much time as you have available, and that will bless them in their ministry. They do a great job ministering to the community, and so I'm happy that we get to bless them by helping them out. And you get to learn a little bit about the clothes closet if you're not familiar with it. So do that, join them, help us out with that. That'll be a blessing to that team and to our community. I think that's actually everything I have now. So God bless you all. Have a great weekend. See you